Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Betikrame Tech. Today, now I will describe DP level transmitter calibration or remote seal with capillary at different position. In our factory, different transmitters are available. At first, we have to know the remote seals significance, working principle, and applications. Remote seals are flexible membranes that are used in pressure equipment to protect them from damaging media. These seals are often used in devices such as pressure sensors, pressure transmitters, pressure switches, and so on. Remote seals are also known as chemical seals or diaphragm seals. You know, the remote seals are elastic membranes that seal and isolate the pressure sensitive devices from any media that may impact its function. These seals are often made of durable and chemical resistance materials like steel, Teflon, and non-metals. These seals help in resisting the flow of fluid trapped inside pressure equipment without causing any pressure rise. These diaphragm seals help to protect the pressure equipment from corrosion, chemical reactions, and unwanted fluid leakage. The remote seal can be mounted in multiple ways, such as flanged, threaded, inline mounting, and so on the pressure measurement device. Now, here is remote seals picture, different types of seals here. This is transmitter, and also here is different types of remote seals. This is remote seals mounted on the transmitter, and here is also different type. This type of seals are connected with the transmitter. DP level transmitter calibration for remote seal. Today I will describe about this. The diaphragm seals are connected to pressure equipment by direct capillary action. These seals act as an intermediate between the pressure equipment and the pressure media. The barrel or chamber encapsulates a fluid that transmits pressure from the pressure media to the diaphragm. Every time the pressure function from pressure media is experienced, the difference in pressure is exerted on the diaphragm. The pressure change on the diaphragm is then hydraulically transmitted to the pressure device or a sensor in order to record the reading. However, in some cases, the seals exert reverse pressure on the media. The pressure is equal to the amount of pressure transmitted from the pressure media. The reverse pressure exerted by the diaphragm seal is then considered as the reading by a pressure sensor of measuring equipment. Now today I will describe about this level measurement system. Here is a tank you see. Inside the transmitter, the liquid specific gravity is likely 1.218, and the transmitter remote seal inside a capsule. This inside remote seal there is liquid and which is likely glycerin, and its specific gravity is 1.263. Today we will calculate the range and span. Here is the lower level we considered 0% minimum level, and inside this vessel there may be some liquid, but here is the minimum level. From the minimum level and maximum level, the vessel height is 2000 millimeter, and here is to remote seal, its distance is 2200 millimeter. Here also it is explained here. Now we will discuss about the calibration process and measuring span as well as range. You know, DP level transmitter calibration for diaphragm seal with capillary. Here, for dual remote seal, transmitter position does not affect the calibration range calculation. It is not a matter whether the transmitter is below or above the bottom level and when dual remote seal is used. The LRV and URV will be same for these three conditions. Today we will discuss about these three conditions. If we put the transmitter below the level or upper the level or equal the level, we will see that this will not affect for the LRV and URV calculation. We will consider this and we will calculate this. We know for dual remote seal, transmitter locations does not affect the calibration range calculation. Already we said, and also we know pressure is equal to specific gravity into liquid height. Also, specific gravity is considered relative density. Here, span is equal to URB minus LRB. URB means upper range value, LRB means lower range value. And calibration range will be upper level height into specific gravity to lower level height into specific gravity. Here also height may be considered at P by Hg. That means where P is pressure and Hg is specific gravity. Where specific gravity and G is constant. G, the value 9.8 meter per second square, and H is variable. So with the change of height, pressure will be changed. That means if the vessel height is increased or decreased, then pressure will be changed. Here differential pressure dP is equal to pressure acting on HP side, that means high pressure side, minus pressure acting on LP side, that means low pressure side. We have to consider if liquid level or media level is 0, then Hg will be equal to Hg2. Specific gravity 1 will be equal to specific gravity 2. Also, pressure and height, there is a relation 1 kg per centimeter square pressure is equal to 1 bar, and that is equal to 100 kPa, kilopascal, and also it is 10 meter. We know specific gravity or relative density of water is 1, and on the other hand, specific gravity for the glycerin generally used in transmitter remote seal is 1.263. For the Siemens transmitter, we calibrate different time, and we have 3 buttons for the transmitter. Putting the transmitter, we can calibrate, and here is, if we put the button, then there is some number 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, and here is number 12 is blank from 11 to 13, and here is also different putting value. Lower range current value 4 milliampere, current value here is percent or milliampere or kPa, that is unit. Upper range value, that is 20 milliampere, damping value LRV and URV, and this is an important 7 zero adjustment. After putting the LRV and URV, if the result is not correct, then by changing this zero adjustment, that means 7, to be adjusted as required, we can adjust the level. Also, it is to be recommended for calibration range negative sign. It is to be recommended It is to be remembered for calibration range. Negative sign indicates that lower side of DPT, that means differential pressure, has higher pressure than higher side of DPT. Depending on minimum level or for LRV and URV calculation, level height D will be discussed and it will be considered. And now we will see this, our calculation. Here DP level transmitter calibration or remote seal. Here is to remote seal, and inside the vessel the liquid specific gravity Hg1 is equal to 1.218, and this height is C, the level minimum and maximum. Total height is equal to 2000 millimeter, and here is also a some distance 100 millimeter. It is, we have not considered this. If we consider this value, then the calibration will be changed, and also we will see. And the transmitter remote seal distance from here to here is 2200 millimeter, and the transmitter is upper level position. Now we will see the calculation. We know pressure is equal to specific gravity into liquid height. Now the pressure at 0% level LRV, lower range value, is equal to pressure acting on HP side minus pressure acting on LP side, and this is the HP side, high side, and this is the low side. When level will be 0, that means level will be inside the liquid, level will be this minimum position. At this position the level will be 0, H1 will be 0. So inside the level specific gravity 1.18, here is 1.18, and height 0 at this position, so I have a 0 minus pressure acting on LP side, that means this side pressure is equal to height is equal to 2200 millimeter, and specific gravity inside the remote seal 1.263. Now we can calculate from this minus 2.778 meter of water column. That means we know 1 meter is equal to 10 kPa. 1 meter is equal to 10 kPa. So here is 27.78 kPa. Now at this level minus 27.78 kPa, 4 milliampere, we will get the reading. Again, on the other hand side, when the level will be 100%, that means at this stage we have to measure the URV. When level 100%, that means this position, maximum level. At that maximum position, the liquid density and height will be specific gravity 1.18 into height 2000 millimeter, this one, and minus on the LP side. LP side will be same as previous, that means specific gravity 1.263 into this height 2200, and the result is minus 3.43 kPa, and we will get the result at this stress 20 milliampere. So span will be URV minus LRV. URV means minus 3.43 and LRV minus 27.78. If we calculate, then we will get minus 342.6 minus, here is minus 2778.6, and this minus and this minus will be plus positive, and we will get 2436 millimeter water column. And so calibration range LRV to URV 27.78 kPa to minus 3.43 kPa. Here is also minus. So already we said it is to be remembered for calibration range. Negative sign indicates that lower side of DPT has higher pressure than higher side of DPT. Again, we will see another stage when we will consider this transmitter height. already we said that if we change this transmitter height, lower or upper side, the result will be same. Now we will see this. For this stage, we have to calculate the LRV. LRV will be, this is specific gravity. If we consider this will be minimum level. Here this will be minimum level, and the here the transmitter position is from the remote seal 500 millimeter. Here is the same as previous minimum level, 0%. Now we have to calculate the LRV. LRV will be pressure acting on HP side minus pressure acting on LP side. So Hg1 into H1. This is as previous Hg1 into H1. That means a specific gravity inside this vessel, and H1 means this distance, minus Hg2 into height from the lower remote seal to transmitter position. That means here is H. We can see here from the remote seal to transmitter height is 500 millimeter. And on the other hand, when we consider the pressure acting on HP side, at that time we have the specific gravity Hg2 into H2, that means this position, and minus, this is the lower side, that means it will be minus 1.263 into 500. So we will get the result minus 27.78 kPa. That means at this stress 4 millimeter. In previous also we have seen the result LRV, that was minus 27.78, and now this result is also minus 27.78. That means it is same. And on the other hand, when the vessel is full, that means this value, the lower to minimum, will be filled, and we will get the URV. That means Hg1 into H1, specific gravity into this height, and this is positive height and this is negative height, because the transmitter inside there is glycerin, and for this is negative pressure. That means here is minus Hg2 into this height, that means 500. Here this is 500, and on the other hand, pressure acting on LP side, when the pressure will be 100%. At that stress, the pressure will be 1.263 into this height, that means 2200, and this transmitter is above the 500 millimeter, and the result will be, will get minus 342.6 millimeter water column, that means minus 3.43 kPa, and span will be same 2436 millimeter water column. So it is same if we consider this value. So at the position, if we consider this value or we do not consider this value, or remote seal, the result will be same. Again we will see the another calculation. Here the transmitter is at lower seal, at lower level position. Here the LRV will be, this is at 0 level, 0 level. The pressure on HP side will be 1.218 into 0, because the level is 0, and we will consider pressure on LP side, that means 1.263 into this side, remote seal to remote seal difference. Here is also minus 27.78 kPa. And on the other hand, URV will be when level will be full, then 1.218 this specific gravity into this height 2000 millimeter minus this specific gravity into this total height, and we will get the same result as previous. So if we consider the level transmitter is below this minimum level, it will be, the result will be same, and we will see that. Here we will see the transmitter position likely 500 millimeter below the remote seal level, and at this stress the result is finally we get the same result. Here specific gravity into H1 this height and plus specific gravity into H this height, because this inside the capillary remote seal the liquid is glycerin and specific gravity 1.263, and this for this height this pressure will be added. So here is plus, and on the other hand minus this pressure acting on LP side, that means Hg2, this glycerin specific gravity into this height, and also for this pressure from here to here for this height pressure will be added, that means 1.263 into 500, and here is negative sign, and for this calculation and this calculation same, and it will be removed and we will get the same result, that means minus 27.78 kPa. On the other hand the same calculation for the URV, position, this height and also this height for the transmitter, and we will get the same result. Here you can see the different calculations are described here this clearly, and here is also the span is 2436 millimeter, and the calibration range is minus 27.78 kPa to minus 3.43 kPa. Again we can see when the transmitter is equal level position, and here is the calculation equal position, the level is same, and you can see here is LRV, that means this level from minimum to maximum same height, only the transmitter is equal position. So we will get LRV is minus 27.78 kPa and URV is equal to, at the same height from two remote seal here to here is minus 3.43 kPa. Here is minus 0.3426 meter water column, that means minus 3.43 kPa, and the span is 2436 millimeter water column. So calibration is minus 27.78 kPa to minus 3.43 kPa. It is almost same. So at different position we saw the result, and again if we consider this value D, here is we see the minimum value. If we consider this value, here this distance will be we consider. So here specific gravity into H minus specific gravity into H2. Here we will consider the D value at minimum position. So here is when the level is 0, that means at this state, remote seal state, the level, that means 1.218 into 0, this for this liquid, minus 1.263 into 2200 millimeter. That means LRV will be same, minus 27.78 kPa. Again, at 100% level, URV will be pressure acting on HP side minus pressure acting on LP side. And here is the distance. You see, at 100% level, here from this level to this level, here 1.218 into here this distance D 100 millimeter will be added. So total height 2000 plus 100, that means 2100. And finally we got minus 220.8 millimeter water column, that means minus 2.208 kPa. At this stress we will get 20 millimeter. So when the lower value is below this minimum level, we will consider this is the total height minimum to maximum 2100 millimeter. At this stress the span will be 2558 millimeter water column, and calibration range will be LRV to URV 27.78 kPa to minus 3.43 kPa. So viewers, you can also calculate this defined value, and this level will be changed using this calculation value, and the liquid inside the remote seal specific gravity you have to consider this distance from minimum level to maximum level. I think you will be able to calculate this span and calibration range, and also the transmitter calculation or calibration. Here we can see the two different value. Here H1, that means 0, and here the transmitter upper the low seal. Transmitter installed upper the low seal. Here we considered the transmitter position. Here this is the distance 500. You see in previous, here is the value. This value we considered 500 millimeter. If we consider this, then here is the comparison. You see here already for these two calculation, the span and calibration range is same. Here span is 2436 millimeter water column. Here is also same, and calibration range is same. And the LRV and URV, here is LRV minus 22.78 kPa. Here is also minus 27.78 kPa. Here is a minus sign, it will be. And also you can see the URV is same, minus 3.43 kPa, and here is also same. Again, if we consider for this comparison value for three condition, transmitter installed upper the low seal, lower the low seal, equal the low seal. For these three condition, the span value and calibration range same. So it is to be remembered, for these three condition, the calculation of span and calibration range will no change. You see here is same, this three value, here the span, here also span and span same, and the calibration range is same. So for remote seal, dual seal, if we consider this transmitter position, higher or lower position state, it will not change. Thank you.